All right, down on the floor. This never gets old. Debbie Humphreys. First, just put into words again, now 31 seasons, chance to go back to the NCAA tournament.
Well, it's what you work all year for, and the opportunity to do that and to get to do it in back-to-back years, which is something that's never been done in our program, is real exciting. And after the regular season we've had, honestly, we really needed this for it to feel as special as it was.
I thought early on in this match, both teams kind of scored at will. It kind of took everybody a while to kind of get the defense settled in.
Yeah, it was very interesting. The first set was not at all what I had anticipated. I mean, we had the girls prepared for long rallies. Everything's coming back. We got to be willing to and patient. And the first set was pass, set, score, no matter who. Both teams hit over 300. That was not at all the match we had anticipated. But the team settled in. I think we both figured out how we wanted to defend each other. We had an idea coming out, and it's like, oh, no, that's not working. So we made some adjustments on our end, and that helped us. Like, we got to step up and dig some balls. I mean, that was the message after the first set is our offense is great right now. Everything's working as we thought it would, but we got to step up and play some defense.
In the second and third sets, the serving specialist, Bailey Mulder, comes through again. 2 straight aces at one point, 4 for that match. Her serve has, I remember down at Corpus, it can turn the tide.
No, she's got one of those serves where she can get it going, and when she does, it's nasty. You just never know when she's going to catch on fire like that. So it's kind of a crapshoot from time to time because you need her to serve it in, but you need to turn her loose a little bit so she has a chance to go on that run. So we try to get her to get the first 2, kind of a medium pace and then crank it up a little bit more. But, yeah, I mean, we needed points at the service line, and we had to turn them all a little bit loose. After the first set, I said we got to crank it up. We got to crank it up the service line. Even if it means a few more errors, we got to be more aggressive.
We've seen some very strong offensive performances in this tournament from opponents. You and I have talked about Hannah Brister. We talked about Madison Green yesterday. Brianne Chauncey, she had an amazing tournament, really stepped up.
No, she had a crazy week. Seeing her play in those first 2 matches, it's like, holy cow, how are we going to shut this kid down? We knew we weren't going to shut her down. How are we going to just slow her down? And, I don't really know if we did that or not, but fortunately we were able to slow some other people down. And but no, nobody really had an answer for her all weekend.
There was a time this year when you and I talked about, wow, Danae nagging knee injuries. Are she going to be able to play really strong 3 straight days? But Danae really did come out and have 3 consistent, very good matches for us.
No, she did. That was my biggest concern with us coming to this tournament was, can we feel good 3 days in a row? Because we are just dealing with some nagging things. And, we got an ice bath every day after the match. We got good and warm before. And just they did everything. And I think knowing that, hey, this is it. You're not saving it because you got to be ready to play something next week. We don't have to play again for 2 more weeks almost. And we have a nice little break where they don't have school and they can go relax and enjoy it with their families. So I think the whole thing is kind of what allowed us to just put those nagging things aside and just go play volleyball.
Keep asking her about her. We had a great match from Corin Evans, MVP, and also Ann Hollas, who can do it all. Sometimes you get the tournaments and you keep wondering, who are we going to pick to be on the awards? It's almost like this time, how are you going to leave anybody off? Xariah Williams again today.
No, it was, I feel like any of our players could have been on the all-tournament team, and certainly Xariah Williams. If they were picking 4 people from SFA, it could have been between her and any of the 3 that were mentioned. She had a phenomenal weekend. But I tell you what, this team, they understand that they all needed to bring top performances, and they'll take this win over any individual accolades.
Well, we've got a lot of individual accolades, and you just mentioned to me a little bit of a dinner about to go down. Going to have a watch party back at home like we had last year, right?
Oh, yeah. You can bet a week from today that on Selection Sunday we will be watching and we'll be ready to go to see who we're going to face in the first round.
All right, Debbie Humphreys, Coach of the Year, and again, more importantly, back to the NCAAs. As always, thanks, Debbie.
Whew, thank you. It's been fun.